today on the CanPR Podcast, we have the Canada couple, or only 50% of the Canada couple. Welcome, Harmeet. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for inviting.
And making the treacherous journey from Brampton to Mississauga.
I love it. It feels like Delhi.
It does.
It's not a boring drive, so I love it.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. So Harmeet creates informational content about immigration, but also shares his experiences in Canada. They've amassed over 1 million subscribers on YouTube and over 100,000 followers on Instagram. So Harmeet, tell me a little bit about your journey. I know so many of our viewers are big fans of yours, so they are already aware, but for the people that are not aware, can you give us a rough summary of your journey from India to Canada?
So in 2018, we decided that we will give one shot. At least we will try to move to Canada so that we don't regret in our life in future. So we tried all the processes, immigration programs, and CRS score used to be very low that time.
What was it?
443.
And it's like 527 now?
Yeah.
Something around that.
So we had our CRS score 443. So we were lucky, and we only had one chance because we were getting old as well. Scores were getting less. So luckily we moved to Canada. But at that time, there were not a lot of YouTube videos, because whenever I want to learn something, I was going to YouTube and watch videos, be it learning some technical things, learning about the gadgets or immigration program or about Canada. I couldn't find a lot of videos. I was not a YouTuber, not a content creator. I did not know how to do editing and all. So we thought we will make a YouTube channel and we will share our journey from start. What needs to be done, what is not required to be done. So first video we posted, it took me around 20 days to edit, 10 days to shoot, because I was not aware of the script, concept, how to shoot. Like, I was not aware of anything. So we were recording every day, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Like we had a stopover at London. How many luggage do you need to carry? But when we posted that video, we got 1 million views.
Because people want to know that little.
They wanted to know that kind of information. So there was a demand of that kind of information on YouTube.
Right.
So then we started posting videos, how to get driving license, how to get job. So whatever was happening in our life, we are posting that. And people were loving that because someone is sharing real-time experience, whatever is happening.
Right.
What are the don'ts? What are the do's? We were sharing that. What are our failures, success?
Right.
So that's how we grew to 1 million subscribers, and on Instagram as well. So that's what we try to do. Whatever we are doing, we are buying house, we share information about that. So people like that.
Right. So there is a lot of negativity surrounding immigration in Canada, especially. How have you guys navigated that? Because you have such a big platform, and obviously there is a lot of hatred, negativity. Any video that you post regarding immigration, somebody has something to say. So how do you guys navigate that?
So I say that we have also matured in last 6 years as human being, as content creators. 6 years ago, we used to think that how can they say negative about immigration or someone moving to Canada? They are doing a good decision for themselves.
Right.
Why they are abusing them or cursing them?
Right.
Now I understand that everyone has different opinions. Few people, they don't want to move to Canada. There are people by hook or crook, they want to move to Canada. So, like, I respect everyone's opinion. So the maturity is that I think that everyone is correct.
Everybody can say what they want to say.
Everyone is correct.
Okay.
But what as content creators we can do, we can just guide them that these are the things correct about Canada. These are the things that you think are incorrect, but these are something else. Like, you might be delusional. You may think that getting a job will be as easy as you land and you will get a job in 2 days. No, it might not be like that.
Right.
It may be possible, but it might not be possible. So you have to be prepared for at least 3-4 months. that it might take 3-4 months for you to get a job, or maybe to get a job in your domain.
Right.
So we just make sure that we respect now, after 6 years of getting so many negative comments and hate comments, that we realize that everyone has opinion. We just need to correct them
Right.
with our experience and
Which
maybe
is
facts. Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that we have learned. So yeah, we are doing better now. But yeah, we are not perfect. So sometimes we feel bad about negative comments, but it's just 0.5%.
So, why did you choose to start real estate after, settling here for 5 or 6 years, and you recently started real estate?
Yes, it's been 5 months.
Okay. So that why real estate out of everything else that you could do here?
Yeah, so I always feel that everyone should do what they are passionate about, and they are skilled enough to do, right? And at the same time, you should have a good income as well. That's the third pillar, right? So if you're passionate about doing photography, graphic designing, video editing, right? And you can earn good money from that as well, one should do that. So I was confused between immigration, because I had a lot of immigration knowledge by doing so many videos. But I was not at all passionate about that I will feel good that I'm taking calls and doing file processing and everything.
Right.
So I had only knowledge about immigration and real estate, because I was making a lot of real estate videos as well. So I knew that this is one domain that I will be happy about, because if you love something, you can put 14 hours in a day and you will not feel tired.
Right.
You will feel good about it. And that was the reason, because I had knowledge about real estate and I was passionate about sharing information. And every project, every client is different. It's not like I was a product manager in a company, so it will not be that we have to design a mobile app.
Right.
This is the process. I was kind of, after having 12 years of experience, it was kind of, real estate is all different. Every client is different.
Primarily deal with like your clientele. What's their demographic?
Demographic is in area, is rated Toronto area mostly.
Demographic is in like where are your clients from?
Mostly I would say South Asian, mostly South Asian. But because people from other countries were watching immigration videos,
Right.
so they also reach out to us.
But I think it's nice to have a real estate agent who knows about immigration and knows what it's like to start fresh here, so that if these newcomers want to invest in something here, or if they want to buy a house, they kind of know what the process is as a newcomer. And I think that transparency is there because you've experienced that yourself. So I also wanted to ask you, how has the system changed from when you came to Canada versus now?
It has become difficult, for sure. They are launching different kind of programs, but overall it's difficult now. So when we moved, I mentioned that CRS score was 443. It is never coming down to 443. I don't see it. That's one. But good thing is that they are diversing the immigration programs. Instead of making just journal draw, they are doing different draws for, let's say, truck drivers, healthcare professionals. So that is something good.
Like construction workers.
Yeah. Now it is skill based.
Yeah, exactly.
It is skill based. So it is good, but it has become a little difficult. Homesickness, I don't feel so, because food we can get here easily.
Do you think it's the same?
It's not same. It will be because I'm a foodie, so it will be a long discussion.
Yeah.
But the taste is not exactly same, because spices are different, everything is different. But yes, from 6 years, I've seen a lot of improvement. Finding good food is not very difficult now.
Like the Ridgeway Plaza?
Ridgeway Plaza, yeah, you know it. Yeah.
You'll feel like you're back home in
Yes.
Pakistan or India.
So just if you feel homesick, just go to Ridgeway Plaza. You will find the same vibe and
The same
food.
smells.
Or maybe someone will be fighting there.
And you're like, I'm back home.
So yeah, homesickness is not a challenge now.
Yeah.
People who have come 10 years ago, 8 years ago, they used to feel homesick. But even things, spaces like Ridgeway Plaza or few plazas in GT.
Drive safe, guys, if you're going to Ridgeway. Do you feel like you've reached the Canadian dream, or do you feel like you've achieved the Canadian dream?
I feel so, yes. But I have a theory that we have a very short life. Whatever we plan in our life or think about, let's say someone thinks about starting a company or creating an app, you should do it.
Okay, sir.
So I have achieved Canadian dream. I feel very blessed, but I had this passion that by some business, not from job, because job has a limitation. Very few people might have $300,000 salary. And from that 50%, almost 50% of the tax will be deducted.
Yeah.
So maybe my goal is to earn $1 million a year.
Me too.
So we should work on that because we have a very short life. So whatever you think about on our that bed, we should not regret about something. And if you want to earn money in any business, you have to provide excellent service. Then only you will be able to achieve, be it immigration, be it a restaurant, be it real estate.
Right.
So no one will give you money without providing a good service.
Exactly.
So yeah, goal is to help people and earn money. Good.
Do you have any advice for people who want to achieve their dreams here? Any specific like words of wisdom you want to share with them?
Yeah, I will again repeat what I would think about, be it starting a business, designing an app, or traveling somewhere. Do it. Life is very short, and the older you get, motivation, energy, time will reduce.
Yeah.
And that's what I have realized.
Yeah.
Past 6 years after having a baby, it is very difficult. So whatever you want to do it quick. You think that you have a lot of time, I will do it next year. No. Do it now. Do it now. In the last 6 years, so many things have changed. It was a roller coaster ride for everyone, right?
Yeah.
You never know what happens. Like real estate market, it crashed rate, right? So you cannot plan or cannot like think about these things, what will happen next day even.
Exactly.
So whatever you think about, start executing it. Another thing I want to mention, whatever you plan, whatever you want to do, whatever idea you have in your mind, the motivation to execute that decreases every day. So whenever you think that I want to, let's say, create my website, start doing it, like at least start executing on the plan, because once you start planning for it, your motivation will be here, then you will be like, okay, let's not build it.
Yeah.
So that's what I have learned in past few months, that just start executing. It might not be a perfect execution, but along the way you might improve things.
You also learn so much as you're doing things.
Yes.
And then you feel more motivated rather than just thinking about it and then, oh, I'll do it. And then
And motivation decreases.
Yeah.
You will never take action.
Exactly.
That's one thing I learned, and it is helping me a lot, because I used to plan a lot because I want everything to be perfect.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be perfect.
Done is better than perfect. That's a quote. Done is better than perfect.
So that's a good words to live by, honestly. Good words for me to actually hear from you as well. I think that's, people need to hear that. Just do it.
Just do it.
So you mentioned that you don't miss food back home, but is there anything that you miss about back home that you feel could be brought to Canada?
Only one thing.
What?
Chole bhature.
We have chole bhature here.
No, it's the same thing. It's not same taste.
I will give you a restaurant recommendation after this podcast is done, because no free promotions. But it is such good chole bhature, but it's Pakistani style.
Right.
So we call it
Puri.
Panj.
Chole puri.
Chane or
Puri.
or
Chane.
just typical like breakfast, right? Halwa puri.
Hello.
Yeah. So there's a place that I know. I will tell you after. But there are places you just have to like think for them.
You have to try. Like I have tried more than 15 places. But it's not.
Don't worry, I got you. It's approved by my dad, so that's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us today, Harmeet. I feel like this was such an insightful podcast, and I hope it benefited you guys as well. And please follow the Canada couple, keep up to date with what they're doing, constantly posting about immigration and updates and real estate, and the Canadian dream.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.